Hello there, everybody. Welcome back, or welcome if it's your first time here. I think this will be a short one, in theory. We'll see if I start ranting and raving. But it's going to be kind of my last little video on, this is PlayStation Plus Premium on PC kind of videos I've done a couple of. Not a whole heck of a lot left to do to show off to all of you guys. Showed you just kind of the basics of it, showed you a couple of videos with, each gen, just kind of how well it runs, it does whatever. And as we found, it runs really well. So, just kind of my first week with it, what I kind of think, good and bad, maybe mostly bad. I don't know. So yeah, had it for a week. I got it basically day one. What is it, $18 here in the States? So it's really not that much money. It is and it isn't. That's always a contestable thing. It's like to each person their own. I mean, some people can afford that, some people can't afford that a ton or not or whatever. Half time I look at it as how much would it have bought Ghost of Tsushima? Well, to get that new when most consoles are on PC, it'd get me PlayStation Plus for what, almost 4 months, something like that. Rough math in my brains, and my brains ain't good. But same thing here. Death Stranding. So I mean, depending on how many games you're gonna play, do whatever. I mean, it's the same Game Pass theory, the whole thing. It's just like you can get several months of that system for the price of one new game. So do your own math and balances. I'm not going to tell you it's worth it to you or not. That's for you to decide. You know, I personally am probably going to treat this just like treat my Game Pass thing. Turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off. Oh my God, they had a sale. Maybe I'll pick it up this month. You know, I just turned my Game Pass on again this last month because I got it for $1. So I'm playing a couple games on there for a month or whatever. But whenever I'm in the mood for some of the stuff that's on there, kick it on, do whatever. So you don't even have to always have it turned on. You know, or I mean, maybe you already have, if you're a console player and you're already using the PS Plus stuff for getting online, do whatever. The extra couple bucks a month to have this, maybe. Yet again, your use case will differ to mine. I don't play on my consoles very much. My PS4 is my glorified Blu-ray player out in my one living room now. I don't even use it for streaming stuff. I pretty much turn on my got one of them dumb boxes from a cable company. They gave it to me for free. They're like, here, use this to stream Netflix and all that neat stuff. But yeah, other than that, I don't play on my consoles that much anymore. So it's kind of nice that I can come sit on my computer, which is where I'm at 90% of the time. Jump back in. So it's kind of where I sit on this. Um, it's a good value for me. Now, with that being said, not perfect yet. But I mean, are we expecting that 1 week in? I don't know. I don't know what they expect to be adding, how much, what's their cadence. I haven't seen much in the lines of, we're going to be adding this often, this often, this often. Are they going to be adding, how many? Let me see. Come down here. Yeah, we'll get to this. PS3 games. I mean, like, how often are they going to add to this catalog? I mean, there's a lot of PS3 games on here. I'll let this kind of roll. It's fast, but you'll get the point. Just rolls through. I mean, some of it's possible hot garbage. I don't have a lot of faith in Disney Universe. I don't know if that was very good or not. Your mileage may vary on your tastes. It's got a bunch of the old games that I want to play through. That some I already own. I could probably dig out, turn on my PS3, do all that kind of neat stuff. But I don't have a working PS2 anymore. So this is kind of nice. Granted, same kind of thing. Mileage may vary on the games you like to play on it. I think it'll be better as they flesh out said tiers and titles. Um, they can only go up, I guess you could say, right? Well, okay, I'm not gonna put that past Sony. They could level out or go down. I mean, face it, they put their foot in their mouth quite a bit. um, yeah, it's just nice to be able to go do these, and it's just in such a nice place. Don't have to dig them out. Don't have to install them. That's one nice thing about doing this way, and you can do it on your consoles too. I know you can stream on there, but these games ain't small. And if I want to be able to, if I want to be able to bounce between 3 or 4 games, it gets difficult because 3 or 4 of these games, unless you have a PS5 that you've gotten a new SSD popped in, you can consume that hard drive pretty darn quick. On top of sitting there waiting for it to download. And if you have a physical copy, you're going to be a little better, but then you're still going to have to wait for patches and all that stuff. I just turn this on. I say, I want to play this game. I'm playing this game now. Boom, bang, Bob's your uncle. We're golden. Needless to say, that's also partially where it comes in of I'm in a place where I have good, solid, stable internet connection. And I know there's a lot of, which blows my mind, a lot of the United States and many other countries, but I'm mostly going to talk about the States because that's where I'm at, that just have absolute trash internet in places still, which just, that boggles my mind, and that's a whole other thing. So you'll also have to keep that in mind for your own stuff. PlayStation Premium is probably not for you if you have not making fun of you, but if you have a trash internet connection, you know, and you'll know that. So this does not benefit any of you guys in any way, which sucks for you, and I am sorry. That blows. But if you do, most of what I said is a good thing. Um, move on to this actual one of my biggest problems I have with this so far, and I hope it changes for the better. The app on the PC is extremely bare bones and kind of lame. You guys have seen me do this a few times. You've seen me scroll through trying to find whatever games. That is one of the things that kind of sucks is it is hard for me unless I go Google it somewhere and somebody's done the work or whatnot to find me a full list of what the hell is actually on here and where to find it. Because it's all over the place. You know, they got these action games here, all PS4 games. That's groovy. You know, my list, which I started doing for major important things. When I find something, I'll put it on my list at least to help me find it a little quicker, a little bit easier. Otherwise, it's you just sit here and surf through. That's the cross media bars, whatever they call them again. And some of them aren't too bad. My play history obviously is not too large. I haven't done a ton. But as you start getting into certain ones that actually have a ton, I mean, it's just like, let's just keep going, so on. Trying to remember what all you actually saw that you actually liked. Nonetheless, actually search for something that you actually thought you might want to find. But the other weird thing is how they kind of have the generations split from each other in some weird ways. Um, all these are PS4, if I remember correctly. Pretty much all these tabs. Not seen anything older than that anywhere up above here in genres. So fighting, sims, blah blah, as we go. Whatever editor's choice is. Who's the editors and why? What are they choosing? PS3 gets its own little thing, and I showed you. I still technically haven't come all the way back around from when I was showing you earlier. Yeah, it's a nightmare. It just give me 20 minutes to scroll through and see what's there and what do I actually care or not about. They don't appear to be in any major order. The remaster section, so it's all those old like PS3 games that they remastered on PS4 and whatnot, which is cool. You got your PSP, PlayStation, and PS2. So that one, you saw that one's a little lacking. I'm hoping they'll beef this one up a bit more as we go. But then they kind of have things down here in alphabetical order. But it doesn't feel like when I was looking for stuff up here, some of that didn't seem like it came down into the alphabet portion. So it's still, it seems like a real hit or miss weirdness on what's where and how. And some of it might be the whole, is it the versus whatever? Is it like, guys, nobody wants to look for Spider Man under Marvel. I want to look for it under Spider Man. I may not, I don't think I'm the only person that thinks Spider Man should be in the S's. So, but at least in the alphabetical portion, you kind of have a clue where you're trying to look and where you're trying to go. But it seems so lacking. It seems so basic. I don't even have a search function. Just a basic one. So I could try to just say final and look for Final Fantasies and have it pop up instead of me having to actually like physically go through that, or even might have been better for them to actually break these out into some of their own letters instead of putting all E through G. That might be a little nitpicky on my end, don't get me wrong, but see, that's what I'm talking about. This is a PS2 game, that's a PS2 game. I think that's Final Fantasy X remaster. It's weird. Some of these aren't loading right. I don't know what's going on there. But so I got these here. Those didn't show up in this section. So I don't know what they're showing here. Is this like their favorite ones? Something weird? I don't know. I'm not certain what the rhyme or reason to any of this actually is. Kind of lost my train of thought after that. Other than that, everything else has been pretty cool. You know, I mean, like I said, the biggest issues are the app kind of sucks and your catalog. It's hit or miss. Got a lot of cool hits. Like, I mean, I'll play Mortal Kombat's awesome. Dynasty Warriors is awesome. I'll play the original Infamous all day long. I'm going to probably play through that. Probably put it up on here too. You guys see that some more. Spider-Man, Ghost of Tsushima. I mean, they're bangers. But I mean, your mileage is going to vary. Are you a person that likes The Vanishing Ethan Carter? That's not my style game. The rest of you guys, I don't know. So, I guess one of the things you could try to do is do a little more research. Google it. I hate that that's a verb, but Google it. And see if the games you're interested are on here. But what's on here so far for me in my situation? Go away, Epic. Nobody cares. It works. Like that's what kind of surprised me. You know, the way Sony's handled a lot of things over the years, I was kind of surprised that this just works, and it works pretty well. You guys can check out some of my other videos to actually see some gameplay. I don't know if it. I don't really want to hop into anything on this one, but it works really well. Like I said, I have a pretty decent internet connection, a little over 200 down, 10 up, minimum 10 up, I think. Fluctuates like anybody's internet, but I have a solid internet connection. So that will paint this a little differently than somebody with significantly less than that. But I think I don't remember what they were saying they needed. I think they wanted 15. Let me see if I can find this right quick. PlayStation. Station. On over. Sorry. I won't hang out in the other window. I'll let you guys participate in this. PS Plus. Scroll down. There's another reminder of where the download button is. Where was this? Hot streaming. Oh, they move. Uh-oh. Find out more. Hmm. Download now? Nope, that's just for games. We might have to look at that again. They moved it, changed it. Sony. Play on PC. Doesn't really tell you. High speed, at least 5 megs or megabits per second. Connection required. So in theory, you don't need something absurd to play it. Like technically numbers wise, mine's like just ultra overkill, but hey, it works. Let's see if I click on this. Oh, cool. Brings us over here. Oh, yes, because I didn't go to the Getting Started tab. See, I didn't even follow my own tutorial. Yep. PlayStation Premium, broadband connection, 5 megabits or higher. So, I mean, somebody try it at 5 megs and let me know, I guess. I don't have that kind of a connection to be able to test this, but it seems like it. Don't even have to have a very strong computer. 2 gigahertz processor, 2 gigs of RAM. Like, wow, that is nothing. It makes me think about a comment that somebody had put on there, asked me about if it would work on a Chromebook. Then again, I think you gotta have Windows. Then again, you can make it. You could probably force it. I don't know. Somebody let me know if they actually tried it on Chrome. Might be cool. So, I am beginning to ramble. Let's wrap it up with just saying my personal opinion on this is it's really pretty cool. Oh, sorry, I switched my back to my controller. Oh, one last thing I hate. If Sony ever got to hear this, can you just make this work in this app, please? Just natively. I know I could go download stuff. Make this work. Not hard. Or if it is, please tell us why it's that hard. Other than that, you have half decent computer, half decent internet controller, internet connection, and a DualShock 4. There's other controllers that are supposedly supported or whatever. This is the only one they say is actually officially just natively plug and play. Go buy one of these, use at GameStop. Or somewhere else. I hate GameStop too. They suck. But not a very high barrier of entry to get into the PlayStation ecosystem. It's kind of like Game Pass. It's like it's not necessarily going to have everything under the freaking sun. There's a lot here to play and enjoy. I mean, just boom, right there on my screen. These 3 games here will last you for a good long time, and they're all freaking awesome. Yes, these 2 are going to look way prettier than the first one. Infamous, it's showing its age a little bit. But I played it the other night, and it's still fun. So, but that's just an example. Or even go up to the top. Hey, there's Assassin's Creed, Spider-Man, Ghost of Tsushima, Days Gone. I mean, that's not worth $18 to you. God of War, Horizon, even Red Dead 2. Any one of those things is normally running 50, 60 bucks half the time. Yeah, you can catch them on sale. Don't I mean, come on. But 18 bucks? You can just hop on your PC, go to town? I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty worth it to me. I'm a cheapskate. I buy all my games on Steam sales. I don't like giving out the full price anymore. Sorry, Debs. But yeah, I, I keep saying it. 18 bucks for these games. That's sweet. So use the little information that I've shown with these last couple of videos, showing you how they work, where to get it, how it works. Make up your own mind. I mean, that's what you should always do. You should always come find some dummy like me, get their opinion, and just use it to help make an informed decision of your own. Don't just do it because I say. Do it because you feel like you want to. But I hope I at least give off a little bit of information. So, with that at the end here, if you lasted this long, thank you. Please hit the like button, subscribe button. Helps me out just a ton. Thanks for hanging out.